Good day, here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is hopeful about the ongoing partnership between the Philippine government and Marubeni Corporation, one of Japan's top trade and investment firms. In a meeting with Marubeni President and CEO Masumi Kakinoki at Malacanang Palace on Tuesday, Marcos acknowledged the century-long presence of the Japanese firm in the Philippines and its crucial role in the country's development agenda. He also expressed hopes that they can achieve more together, emphasizing that their collaboration is a crucial part of the country's development program. In a Facebook post, Marcos thanked Marubeni for its continued trust in the Philippines. He emphasized the significant investments made by the company in energy, water, infrastructure, and manufacturing, resulting in the creation of jobs and improvement of services for millions of Filipinos. Marcos' meeting with Kakinoki comes following their previous talks in Tokyo in February, where Marubeni reaffirmed its commitment to renewable energy, water, and transportation projects. Former Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Goa and several others are facing a qualified human trafficking case filed by the Department of Justice at the Pasig Regional Trial Court on Tuesday afternoon. According to DOJ, they are charged with violating the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2003 as amended by the expanded Anti-Trafficking in Persons Acts of 2012 and 2022. Among those charged were Wang Ziang, identified by the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission as the alleged leader of illegal pogo operations, as well as Zhang Ruijin and Lin Baoying. Last week, Justice Undersecretary Nikki T clarified that those who were accountable for organizing establishments engaged in human trafficking can be held responsible under the law. The complaint, initially filed by the PAO-CC and the Philippine National Police Criminal Investigation and Detection Group in June, was submitted for resolution on August 6. Go admitted to signing the last page of her counter affidavit before leaving the Philippines in July. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court granted Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla's request to transfer pogo-related cases from Capas Tarlac to Pasig City. The SC issued a 7-page notice instructing judges to transmit future pogo-related cases to the Office of the Clerk of Courts, Regional Trial Court in Pasig, or the OCC Metropolitan Trial Court in Pasig. T says the order will apply to the cases filed against Go, who is also facing a graft case in Valenzuela and a money laundering complaint with the DOJ. The Department of Agriculture reports at least 18 out of 41 sample hogs in Lobo, Batangas have responded positively to the vaccine against ASF or African swine fever. The Assistant Secretary for Swine and Poultry, Constante Palabrica, said the latest blood sampling results showed that 18 hogs developed at least 40% antibodies 14 days after receiving the AVAC vaccines from Vietnam. He said the vaccinated hogs are expected to develop 90% antibodies in the next 14 days. 7 hogs, however, died while other remaining hogs remain healthy and under close observation. The first government-controlled vaccination started in 2 farms in Lobo, Batangas last August 30. DA Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. expressed optimism about the long-term effects of the vaccination program on the hog industry. Meanwhile, Palabrica said they are speeding up the rollout of the remaining 10,000 emergency procured AVAC vaccines. The DA aims to get 150,000 doses of AVAC vaccines to be used in red zones in other parts of the country in October. Government workers will be able to work shorter hours on Monday, September 23, in observance of the 32nd National Family Week and Kainang Pamilya Mahalaga Day. Memorandum Circular 64 issued by Malacanang states that work in the executive branch will be suspended from 3 p.m. onwards that day. Suspension of work in all branches of government, independent bodies, and the private sector except for those involved in the delivery of basic and health services, disaster response, and operations is also encouraged. The palace said it recognizes the need for government workers to celebrate the event with their families. Family Week, celebrated on the last week of September of every year, aims to strengthen and promote unity, solidarity, and stability of the Filipino family. On the other hand, Kainang Pamilya Mahalaga Day is held every fourth Monday of September. The National Committee on the Filipino Family organized this occasion to celebrate the value of sharing meals as a national and family tradition. The country can continue to expect heavy rains throughout the day due to the enhanced southwest monsoon or Habagat. Pag-asa says the enhanced southwest monsoon will also bring severe winds in Zambales, Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol Region, Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, Northern Mindanao, Caraga, and Davao Region. Palawan, Occidental Mindoro, and Antique will experience monsoon rains caused by the southwest monsoon. The rest of Mimaropa and Western Visayas, Batangas, Zambales, Bataan, and Pangasinan can expect occasional rains. The southwest monsoon is enhanced by two weather disturbances near the country. Tropical Depression Helen left the Philippine area of responsibility Wednesday morning and was last seen 405 kilometers west of Bacnotan, La Union. Helen packs maximum sustained winds at 55 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour. Tropical Storm Helen, meanwhile, entered the Philippine area of responsibility earlier this morning. Helen was spotted at 1,150 kilometers east-northeast of extreme northern Luzon, with maximum sustained winds at 85 kilometers per hour and gusts of up to 105 kilometers per hour. It is forecast to move west-northwestward and may exit port Wednesday afternoon or evening. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed by the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under Pna News. It's 98 days before Christmas. I am Stephanie Civiliano. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.